Today we're doing the SummerSlam quiz. All in all, there's going to be 20 questions about the history of SummerSlam. Feel free to play along. Let me know how you do in the comments, but don't cheat. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell for notifications. We're on our way to 100,000 subscribers, and I'd like to invite you to subscribe if you're a wrestling fan. Who has the most SummerSlam appearances? John Cena, Hulk Hogan, Triple H, or The Undertaker? Okay, all right, the most SummerSlam appearances. I don't think that this is Hulk Hogan. I think Hulk Hogan has missed way too many SummerSlams in the 2000s and beyond, and he also spent a lot of time in WCW. I think I can take him out. I'm leaning actually here towards John Cena. I swear to God, he's been in almost every single SummerSlam since 2003, 2004-ish. So I'll go with John Cena. I could definitely see it being The Undertaker as well, though. Let's go and lock in John Cena. Boom. Fuck. Really? The Undertaker. Damn. I just would have figured, since he's been out of action for the better part of a decade now, that that it'd be John Cena. Okay, all right, color me stupid. Who was Steve Austin's first opponent at SummerSlam? Owen Hart, Savio Vega, The Rock, or Yokozuna? All right, so I don't think that it's The Rock, because The Rock's feud was a little bit later on down the line. I could definitely see it being Owen Hart. I don't see this being Yokozuna. I just cannot see it being Yokozuna or Savio Vega for that part. So I'm pretty confident. I'm going to go ahead and lock in Owen Hart. Let's go ahead and lock in Owen Hart. Come on. What the dude? Wow, dude, I'm getting owned in this quiz. Really? Yokozuna had a feud with Stone Cold Steve Austin. What in the actual hell, dude? Who did Randy Orton beat for his first world title? Triple H, Chris Benoit, Batista, or John Cena? Okay, this one I'm very confident in because this took place in Toronto, if I'm remembering correctly. This was definitely against Lord Voldemort, aka Chris Benoit. The Triple H feud hadn't started yet. It starts right after. Him and Batista didn't lock up for quite a while, and him and John Cena, John Cena wasn't even in the world title picture at this point. So 1,000% this is Chris Benoit. Let's lock it in. Boom, there he is. Oh God, scary man, scary man. Which event had the highest attendance? SummerSlam 1988, SummerSlam 1992, SummerSlam 1997, or SummerSlam 2001? All right, this is a very famous SummerSlam. I don't know if it's the only SummerSlam to ever take place in a major stadium, but SummerSlam 1992 was in Wembley, and I think it was like 90,000+ people, and it's always heralded as not just the highest attended SummerSlam, but one of the highest attended wrestling events like in the history of all of professional wrestling. I'm confident that this is SummerSlam 1992 in Wembley Stadium, headlined by the British Bulldog versus Bret Hart for the Intercontinental Championship. Let's lock it in. 1992, baby. The year, actually no, it wasn't the year I was born. 1 year before I was born. I'm a 1993 baby. Boom. 1992. Let's cook. Jesse, let's cook. At what SummerSlam did the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels return from injury? SummerSlam 2001, SummerSlam 2002, SummerSlam 2003, or SummerSlam 2004? So this one I can answer firsthand because this is my favorite SummerSlam of all time. This is the first WWE pay-per-view that I ever got to purchase. I used my birthday money and used all my birthday wishes to get my parents to get me this SummerSlam. This is SummerSlam 2002. He returned to have one of the, just such an amazing match against Triple H, an unsanctioned match at SummerSlam 2002. Lock that bad boy in. Let's go. Bro, this was such a good match. Like, this is arguably my favorite wrestling match of all time. Who didn't team with John Cena as Team WWE at SummerSlam 2010? Daniel Bryan, R-Truth, Chris Jericho, or Dolph Ziggler? All right, let me just break this out. Okay, so Daniel Bryan for sure, because he was the surprise entrant. Jericho, pretty confident as well, because it was him and Edge as well. R-Truth and Dolph Ziggler. Was R-Truth in this? Was Ziggler in this? I don't remember either of them, if I'm being honest with you. You know what? I think R-Truth wasn't a part of this, so I'll go R-Truth, I guess? Really? Wow, dude, I do not know my SummerSlam trivia. Holy smokes, I'm getting absolutely trounced by this quiz. Who did The Rock face at SummerSlam 1999? Billy Gunn, Mankind, Triple H, or Ken Shamrock? All right, this one, I'm going to get myself back in the win column. I'm very confident that this is Billy Gunn. I vividly remember their feud. I know that this is the feud where The Rock called Billy Gunn Bob or something like that. So I'm going to lock in Billy Gunn, but hang on quickly. Mankind, no. Triple H, no. The Triple H match had already happened for the Intercontinental Championship. And Ken Shamrock, he did feud with The Rock, but I'm pretty confident that it was Billy Gunn. This was a pretty high profile feud. Billy Gunn. There it is. Mr. Ass. I'm an ass man. Bah, bah. What year did Bret Hart defeat Mr. Perfect? SummerSlam 1989, SummerSlam 1990, SummerSlam 1991, or SummerSlam 1992? All right, so I know that it's not SummerSlam 1992 because we already answered a question that SummerSlam 1992 was at Wembley versus the British Bulldog. This, and I don't even think that the Mr. Perfect was had debuted in 1989. So this is between SummerSlam 91 and 1990, and I'm more inclined for this to be closer to 1992. So I think this is 1991. I'm just kind of using some logic here, process of elimination. I'm going to lock in 1991, though I'm going to be honest, I'm not 100% sure. I'm just using logic to answer this. 1991, let's go with it. There it is. Dude, this would have been a fantastic match, I bet. I've never seen it, though. Who answered the Honky Tonks Open Challenge? Bret Hart, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, or the Ultimate Warrior? The honky tonk man, the Elvis impersonator that still has the record for the longest Intercontinental Championship reign that hopefully soon our boy Gunta will break, because I don't think the WWE loves having an Elvis impersonator as the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. I digress, though. This is the Ultimate Warrior who comes out, beats him in 5 seconds, and ends his 400+ day run in a matter of seconds. This is the Ultimate Warrior squashing the honky tonk man. There he is, dude. This guy built like a goddamn machine. At what SummerSlam did The Undertaker face The Undertaker? SummerSlam 1992, SummerSlam 1993, SummerSlam 1994, or SummerSlam 1995? Okay, very confident it's either 95 or 94. I don't even want to consider the other two. I'm very, very confident that it's 94 or 95. So, that being said, I almost kind of want to toss a coin. You know what? I happen to have one here because I don't genuinely know. All right, so heads is 94 and tails is 95. All right. Oh, shit, I dropped. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, hang on. Heads, SummerSlam 1994. Yeah, chance, baby. Man, I gotta go to the casino with this look right now. Let's go. Who walked out of SummerSlam 2012 as the Intercontinental Champion? Chris Jericho, The Miz, Rey Mysterio, or Cody Rhodes? Okay, so Chris Jericho was not in the WWE at the time because I know that he was gone for a few years, and he comes back in 2013 heading into the Royal Rumble, or did he come back in early 2012 going into that year's Royal Rumble? Jesus, now I don't remember. Okay, all right, I digress. I don't think it's Chris Jericho. I don't think Chris Jericho was in the Intercontinental Championship mix at the time. I think safe bet is The Miz because he's just won it so many damn times. But Cody, Cody Rhodes had already had his feud with the Big Show for the Intercontinental Championship, and I think that was 2011. I'm gonna go with The Miz. I think it's the safe answer. And you know what? Now that I'm remembering, I think it was The Miz versus Rey Mysterio, and The Miz won. I'm logging in. I'm logging in The Miz. Boom, there he is. I came to play. Underrated, man. First ballot Hall of Famer. The Miz is just too damn good. How many SummerSlam matches did Shawn Michaels have? 7, 9, 11, 13. Oh boy. Okay. To me, this is, I don't know. I don't actually know. 9. I think 9 maybe is a reasonable answer because he missed so many years with that back injury. Sure. I mean, like, there's no strategy to this because unless I know every single SummerSlam that he's been in and I'm actually counting it in my head, I'm not going to know the answer. So I just have to take a logical crapshoot. I'm going to go with 9. Could be literally any of these, honestly. Let's lock in 9. 11. Okay. All right. Who won the first ever TLC at SummerSlam 2000? The Dudley Boys, Edge and Christian, the Hardy Boys, or it was a 3-way tie? Well, it definitely wasn't a 3-way tie. I don't know how you finish a TLC match in a 3-way tie. guy. Definitely not that. I don't think that the Hardy Boys ever won one of these TLC matches. And I think the Dudleys maybe won one here or there, but it was always Edge and Christian. Edge and Christian always won these damn things. So I'm locking in the homies from Canada, Edge and Christian. Let's go. Let's go, dude. These guys were unstoppable in TLC matches. People think it was like super competitive and like they went back and forth. No, these guys like won most of them. Which SummerSlam event was the first to feature a Money in the Bank cash-in? SummerSlam 2009, SummerSlam 2011, SummerSlam 2013, or SummerSlam 2015? Okay, so the first one I remember is 2011 with Alberto Del Rio cashing in on CM Punk after CM Punk beat John Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship. So if that's the first one I remember, I now have to rack my brain and think about 2009. What was happening at the time? The main event of SummerSlam 2009 was Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk, and CM Punk was champion because he had cashed in at the previous pay-per-view. So there's no Money in the Bank to be cashed in at this point because it's already been cashed in, and it wasn't at SummerSlam. So SummerSlam 2011, boom, let's go ahead. Alberto Del Rio, boom, there he is. Alberto Del Rio. I'd miss this guy, even though he's a piece of shit apparently. Who never left SummerSlam as world champion? Ric Flair, Bret Hart, Randy Savage, or the Ultimate Warrior? Okay, I think it's Ric Flair because Ric Flair didn't spend that much time in the WWE. It could be the Ultimate Warrior because he didn't really have that many world championship runs. Oh man, now I'm thinking it could be Randy Savage, but you know, my first gut, you know, as soon as I saw this, my gut said Ric Flair. So I'm still gonna go with Ric Flair. I don't think that he ever walked out of SummerSlam with a world title. Let's go ahead and say Ric Flair. Woo! Who did The Undertaker beat at SummerSlam 2008? Batista, Brock Lesnar, Edge, or Triple H? I think I can discount Triple H for sure. Definitely not Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar wasn't even the company at the time. Edge or Batista? Well, WrestleMania 23 was Edge and Batista, and that was around this time, or that might have been like 2006, 2007. I think this is Edge. I think this is the Hell in a Cell match. Is this the Hell in a Cell match? I think this is the Hell in a Cell match. I'm gonna go with my intuition here. This is Edge versus The Undertaker, SummerSlam 2008 in a wonderful Hell in a Cell match. There it is, SummerSlam Hell in a Cell. Let's go, baby. Which celebrity did Neville team with at SummerSlam 2015? Stephen Amell, John Barrowman, Grant Gustin, Brandon Routh. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know who any of these people are. In fact, I only know Stephen Amell not because of anything that he did outside of WWE, but only because of his SummerSlam match in 2015. So I know that this is Stephen Amell, but I'm going to be honest, I don't even know who the other people are. If you told me that those were, I don't know, one of Jesus's apostles, I'd probably believe you. I don't know who any of those people are. I'm going with Stephen Amell. There he is, Stephen Amell. Neville versus Stardust and King Barrett. Nice. Okay. Yeah, that's a SummerSlam fucking banger right there. Who has the most SummerSlam losses? Batista, John Cena, Brock Lesnar, or Randy Orton? This has to be John Cena. Dude, like, there's so few John Cena victories at SummerSlam, I can't even begin to list you the names of the people that he's lost to. He's lost to the likes of Brock Lesnar, Edge, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. Dude, CM Punk, he loses to everyone. Daniel Bryan. I mean, I think I just named more losses right there than Batista has been in SummerSlams. I am confident it's not Brock Lesnar. Randy Orton wins a shitload at SummerSlam, so I'm going with John Cena, and I think it's an easy one. Boom. Dude, John Cena, literally, if there was an anti-Mr. SummerSlam, that's the guy right there. Which title has changed hands the most at SummerSlam? The Tag Team Championship, the United States Championship, the Intercontinental Championship, or the WWE Championship? I'm going to immediately remove the United States Championship from this because for a very long time, it wasn't even part of the WWE. So, could be the tag titles, could be the IC title, could be the WWE Championship. I'm going to say it's not the WWE Championship because that tends to switch hands mostly at places like WrestleMania. So I'm going to go with the Intercontinental Championship. I think it's an easy title to take off of somebody at a pretty decently big event. So I'm going to go ahead and lock in the IC Championship. There it is. Nice. Hopefully not this SummerSlam. Hopefully Gunther retains. And the last question, who was Steve Austin's last SummerSlam match against? Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit, Vince McMahon, or Triple H? I don't think that it's Triple H because I think Triple H might have been out with injury maybe at this time. I think the Vince McMahon feud was long done, and I don't think Chris Benoit was a big enough face to have a feud with Austin at the time, but Kurt Angle certainly was. So I'm locking in Kurt Angle. And I think this might have been the feud where he wore the little cowboy hat. Yeah, there he is, Kurt Angle. All right. I don't know how I did. My score is somewhere up there. Editor was keeping track. How did you do? Don't lie. Don't you lie. Tell me how you did in the comments, but don't inflate your score. Get out of here, though.